Who could forget about contestant number 10? And contestant number 11. Number 12. Contestant number 13. Contestant number 1, Mr. Football. Contestant number 2, Mr. Dance Company. Contestant 3, Mr. Theater Tutor. Contestant 4, Mr. Jazz Band. Contestant 5, Mr. SBO. Contestant 6, Mr. Debate. Contestant 7, Mr. Sophomore. Contestant 8, Mr. Senior. Contestant 9, Mr. Robotics. Contestant 10, Mr. Madrigal. Contestant 11, Mr. Junior. Contestant 12, Mr. AP Government. Contestant 13, Mr. BC Calculus. Contestant 14, Mr. Advanced Leader. Contestant 15, Mr. Drumline. Contestant 16, Mr. DTV. Contestant 17, Mr. Hosa. Contestant 18, Mr. Davis Pride. And he will be delighting us tonight with a story. It's story time, Palmer.
So I did a long self-evaluation, and after a long self-evaluation, I had come to the conclusion that I have no talents. So I'd like to just tell you guys a story. Anyway, first of all, I just want to lay this down. This is a true story. Everything I said actually happened to me. And so, you know, you may be asking, did this really happen? Yes, it did, okay? Anyway, first of all, so it was a nice day, and me and my buddy, we decided to take a trip to the local Savers down Layton, which for those of you who don't know is a thrift shop, much like the DI, except more expensive, and they charge tax, so it sucks. Anyway, we zip-line it to the DI in a nice little red car, and I get into DI, Savers. I get into Savers, and I go straight to shirts, because that's where you go to the shirts. They tend to smell better than anything else in the store. So we get to the shirts, and you know that moment when you find that gem that has been hiding in the thrift store. Who knows how long you find it, and as I was having this very personal moment, I feel this weight, this presence, if you will, behind me. Something is there. I don't know what. My first thought is the mannequins in the store have become self-aware and they're starting the revolution with me. No, that wasn't it. So I decided to turn my eye sockets behind me, and there behind me stood the scariest 4'2" little child with my shirt in his mouth. I don't know why my shirt was in his mouth. He was just sitting there smiling at me, just like, can I have it back? And so my first thought, you know, let's get it out of his mouth. So let's try and pull. I pulled. The kid had jaws of iron, I'm telling you. Superhuman strength in those jaws. And so I walked around the store. Is this your kid? Is this your kid? Is this your child? The people wouldn't make eye contact with me. I don't know what the problem was. Like, this thing does not happen on a normal basis, I hope. And so I'm walking, and I'm like, please, someone, I'm like grabbing things off the shelves, please eat this instead, eat this instead, get off of me, and he wouldn't leave. So I'm like, talking to my friend, he's just laughing his head off. I'm like, oh, that's so funny, why don't you go have a toddler attached to your back? Anyway, so I'm like, we gotta get out of here. I don't even know if the kid's English or what, because he was just laughing, just smiling and laughing at me. And so I'm like, okay, we gotta tear it and run. We gotta get out of this place. I'm never coming back. And so my plan was to just rip my shirt. Hopefully it didn't put a hole in it, because I liked the shirt. It was a good shirt. And so I just tore it. Luckily, no holes. And I just sprinted out of Savers into the parking lot. So I was like, oh, I'm home free. I guess we can leave. Turn around. There's Jaws, smiling and laughing, following me into this freaking parking lot. We can just leave him in the parking lot and get hit by a car. So I walk back. I get in like a 1-foot perimeter of the kid, and he attaches right back to the same old spot. Just what's your problem? People don't do this. When I was a kid, I was into like Pokemon and Zelda, not people's shirts. Get out of here! And so I get back in. I'm trudging at this point, just trudging. Get off of me. And still, no adults in the whole store they would not look at me. I kid you not. Not one adult came up to me. Why is this child on your back? No, they just avoided eye contact. I'm just gonna browse the pants. So I'm like, what do we do? What do I do? I'm gonna have to tear it and run again. But this time, I outthought the little devil. I devised an escape plan around the shirts, through the pants, actually into like the women's blouse section, and out the doors as fast as I could. So I tore it, and I got low. I got low so he couldn't see me. So I was running like this, almost, basically. I probably look like an idiot, but I don't care. I don't want him on my back. So I'm like running through, dodging him, and he's still sprinting after me, but luckily, he did not see my little maneuver through the pants. I just went straight into him and lost him. He didn't know where I was. I heard him laughing. The whole way out. And I got to the car, and I'm just like exhausted because I was carrying another extra like 40 pounds. And we get in the car, and I sit down, and that's when I felt it. A dampness. my shirt was absolutely dripping wet with the boys' saliva. Sadly, I never wore that shirt again. Thank you.
Palmer is representing the juniors. Palmer is a man of mystery with cinder block eyebrows. He enjoys the simple things in life, which include everything that's not complicated. During the summer, he is top-shaped ice technician, distributor, and engineer. He is a huge Zelda nerd, as well as experienced in the art of capturing and training various types of Pokemon. He can quote just about any SpongeBob SquarePants episode that exists and often does, even when you don't want him to. Palmer's current romantic situation is hopeful, with a hint of maybe and just a dash of date me. He aspires to be a traveling chocolate salesman or Olin Rogers. When not at school, you can find Palmer winning Orlando Bloom look-alike contests. Palmer, if you could give a single piece of advice to the film industry in Hollywood, what would you say?
The film industry?
Yes.
Well, the real question lies in to be or not to be. That's aside the point. I think the film industry, first of all, when Brad Pitt is in a film, we need more headshots. Lots and lots of more headshots. I'm just kidding, it's a horrible idea. I don't know, I'd like to see some more of them films about sponges. Sponges that live under the sea.
Oh, nice. Have you considered being a stuntman for Orlando Bloom?
I've considered it quite deeply and thought and realized that I can't do any stunts.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like to do the honors? Okay, first of all, we gotta say a few things. We'd like to thank all of the clubs and organizations who have provided candidates. Also, Boondocks and Cinemark for providing the prizes. Okay, so appreciate that, and so actually get some legitimate prizes, and so these are really nice.
There you go. Please give one more big round of applause to our contestants.
Let's start this. Okay. Okay. So the second attendant for the Mr. Dark pageant. Our second attendant tonight is Mr. Junior Palmer Flood. He likes his mom.
Our first attendant tonight is Mr. Sophomore Logan McKay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been all waiting for. Your 2014 Mr. Dark is, drumroll please, Mr.